Oh, it's been a minute. How we doing, everybody? Oh my God, it's been over a month. Yeah, definitely a month. Oh my God, I'll be peeking. Hold up, I need to check my sound real quick. All right, let me see if I have another device I can use to check my sound real quick. Oh, I think I know my problem. No, it's not. All right, that should be it. Well, let's see how it sounds. All right, let me see if I sound still louder than it. Okay, I think I should be fine now. All right, audio balancing issues have been dealt with. That's that is a really good sign. Also, I don't mind me. I'm eating lunch right now. But it's been a while since I've streamed. But for those who are gonna watch this later on in the VODs, hey guys, welcome back. I know probably some of y'all missed me. And to my friend who wanted me to stream, I'm streaming. And I know you're busy right now, so you probably have to watch this vlog later. Monitors coming on. That adjustment's better. Okay, y'all, don't mind me. I'm trying Apocalyptic Shadow was something I was trying. I've been getting destroyed in it, so bear with me. I'm been struggling in this game. I won't lie. But yes. Oh, also hi. Your girl got casters. And also got Tribby. I did not get Aglaya or Mighty. I don't know why. I'm not feeling for them. Mighty's a really good destruction character for Imaginary, but I won't lie. I think I just need to. I just need to build my people because I need to properly. I need to probably just fix my build, especially my build for Inhabited Lune. Go to work. Ooh, another event with these cutie patooties. Okay, so that's another event. But I hope you guys have been well. It's been a while since I've streamed. I do know that, or made any content. But that's because being a film production major is a lot of work, and it is what it is. School is your priority, especially for a final year student like myself. Because at the end of the day, I want to get my degree and go back to my life and start working, start earning money, so I can, purchase the other stuff that I want and be able to live without burdening my parents anymore. I'm trying to get Castrus's light cone. If I'm not able to get hers, I'm probably gonna go for Fugue's. Because for those who don't know, I have Fugue. I don't have Jiaoqiu, but I also want a Naxa. So I'm hoping that I can save up enough pulls for an Axa. So I'm hoping that by the time an Axa's out, which will be the second phase of 3.2, I will be ready. But with that being said, let us go back to Akama. Um, to anybody who is playing Honkai Star Rail and has not reached version 3.0, you will be spoiled by what's going on. So if you don't want spoilers, go out. But if you don't mind, continue watching the VOD or this stream if you're here now, and
Share
enjoy.
the good news with the whole city.
Ah, there he is. Rest in peace, Trian. Trivios' memory has unveiled the very first prophecy. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. One shall live till the end, and they alone will witness Aranova. Such is the will of fate. If I take on Oranox's trial, will the prophecy come to pass for me as well? Regardless, I must give Aglaya an answer. Ooh. Some time ago.
Ah, it's you, Cass. I finished the anthology of poems you lent me. Here it is.
Let me put on my...
I thought you'd be too preoccupied to find time for reading.
Precisely because of these obligations, I felt compelled to read it swiftly.
Wouldn't all these preoccupations slow your pace?
On the contrary, knowing that time is limited can push one to overcome their limitations. The weight of these responsibilities seems to have enhanced my reading efficiency.
Wow.
I understand completely. During my time at the Grove, the closer exams drew, the more efficient I became at tackling everyday mundane tasks. Anything but my actual studies.
Precisely. As I remember, you and Finon were both disciples of the new Sporists. I assume that Anaxa's exams were as unreasonable as the man himself, correct?
The courses Professor Anaxa taught were Introduction to Alchemy and History of Mythology. And to be perfectly honest, those two courses were the students' greatest nightmares.
The history of mythology taught by the blasphemous great performer himself.
Yeah, you would fear that if someone who did not like the prophecies.
Now that I think about it, students would often rush to the podium during class to challenge him on those blasphemous ideas. May I ask, Lady Aglaya, has your relationship with Professor Anaxa always been like this?
Yes, please, give us a backstory.
He openly dismisses people's faith and questions the very justification of the Flame Chase journey. Our positions have been destined to be at odds. While you were studying there, I assume you must have heard of his nickname.
A Dromus draped in finery?
As I see it, this nickname is more of an insult to the Dromas.
I can understand why you think so.
Despite his insufferable arrogance, I do hold a certain respect for his nature as a scholar. To remain true to his principles, he is unafraid to stand opposed to the world, and that requires considerable resolve.
That's true.
Anaxagoras' life is almost like a satire. As a Chrysos heir, he refuses to heed the prophecy, while he disrespects the gods.
The gods have chosen him.
He was indeed chosen by Circes.
Yep, Cersei's views does
There's
resonate.
something weighing on you, Cass. The golden thread is quivering. I sense there's more to this exchange than idle chatter.
With all due respect, I'd like to know what you plan to do with him.
Oh yeah, true.
In light of his assistance in the battle against the Flame Reaver, I am willing to grant him some time to find a way to remove the core flame.
You're removing Cersei's core flame from
However,
him?
if Anaxa decides to make any move that places us in danger, I will not hesitate to take extreme measures.
And she says that with
Just
no,
as I feared.
with
The
no
Flame
like.
Chase journey is the destined
hesitation.
path for the
She
Chrysos
cold.
heirs. Yet he now seems more like an empty shell. Given his strong sense of self-respect, I trust that Anaxagoras will make the right decision.
Maybe not the one you'd
Still,
want, but
I can't help
if he
but
does be
hope
the
for
one you'd
another
want, I'd be quite
possibility.
surprised. I don't think he
Perhaps
will.
Anaxa will also overcome his limitations, now that he knows time is limited.
Yep, he doesn't have much left to live.
I understand your stance. Let's continue this discussion another time.
Who else is here?
But now, let's greet our guest.
Me.
You're
That's me.
here. Does this mean you're ready to take on Orynyx's trial?
We are ready. Yep, because it's not only me, it's me and Mem.
It seems that this sacred beast is just as indispensable, given their intricate ties to the Titan.
Memmy mem, memmy mem 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 mem, memmy mem memmy mem.
Little dogs.
Surrendering the
Yeah,
Cruflame
that's what people
is a
thought.
Chrysos heir's duty. Your selfless assistance is deeply appreciated. However, I urge you to carefully consider the risks of accepting the trial. Becoming a demigod means forsaking your humanity. You will inherit Orynyx's divinity and bear the time of Amphorius, all on your own.
Wait, but that means we wouldn't be able
From
to
that point
trailblaze.
onward, your fate will be forever intertwined with ours.
Yeah.
Never to
We won't
be
be able to
separated
go back
again
to the Astral Express.
until the end of Genesis.
Is there a plan B?
It's exceedingly rare to find a capable Chrysos heir. If this path proves unattainable, I am willing to lower my expectations.
I still can't
There
believe
are
that
still many priests of Yanisopolis and their descendants in the city.
Gwenifen's VA.
If I'm left
Voice
with no
is
other
also
option,
Aglaya's VA.
I'll try to find someone worthy among them.
It still boggles my mind. Seems like a shot in the dark, to be honest.
Memmy mem, memmy mem 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 mem, memmy.
Nope.
Memmy mem, memmy mem 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 hero.
She's saying
Memmy
words.
mem 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 mem, memmy mem 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 mem, memmy mem mem. Memmy mem 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 mem, memmy mem, memmy mem mem mem.
It looks like you know that Titan rather well.
Memmy mem mem, memmy mem mem mem, memmy mem 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 mem, memmy
Well,
mem
ever
mem
since,
mem,
as soon
memmy
as
mem mem mem.
Mem saw us, Orynyx's memories are in her
Memories
head.
that exist outside of your own experiences.
I can't explain why, but I can vouch for Mem's words. When I was in the abyss, I heard the Titan's groans, full of pain and grievances, yet without any ill will.
I trust you all to make the right call.
Since you've made your decision, go back to the bath chamber and get some rest. Trinan will call for you when the ceremony is ready. It is difficult for me, as the guide, to absolve myself from blame for things to have progressed to this point. Time and again, you have risen to the occasion for Akima. Nearly rewarding you with some honeydew is no longer able to express the extent of our gratitude. When the dust settles, I hope that we'll have the chance to have a long chat regarding your return journey and the curse of the sky. It's about time that we lift the taboo and discuss things openly.
Before I leave, I should go say hi to Castris.
Mister, may everything go well for you and Mem.
Thank you. You need Aglaya for something too, don't you?
It's nothing. I only came to discuss some matters with Lady Aglaya. Previously, I lent her an anthology of poems that Lady Trian had gifted to me.
Aww.
Tracing back, this anthology was something left for Lady Trian by a bard before their passing. Although personal properties should be cleared out once their owner has passed on, Lady Trian gave this book to me since she knew how much I like to read.
Can you tell me more about the
It
book?
just contains an allegory. In a faraway land, in a city known as Styxia, a dragon corrupted by the black tide descended one day, swooping upon the city like death itself. It swallowed the princess of the city whole before it was suppressed. After taking down the evil dragon, the warriors discovered that the princess's life had already met its end.
Unfortunate.
Overwhelmed by grief, the queen hired an alchemist to resurrect the princess using the dragon's flesh and blood.
Wow.
However, having lost memories of her previous life, the resurrected princess turned into an evil dragon herself and wreaked havoc on the city. As a result, the prosperous Styxia met its demise.
That's very dark.
Mem.
Must have been easy for Cass to narrate the story so calmly.
The author of this book is Archepia, a wandering bard who traveled to many cities. Among the things she left behind are poems, dictionaries, and many tragicomedy scripts. She even clearly underlined and took notes in books that covered myths with her elegant handwriting. While flipping through these books, I felt like I was afforded a glimpse into the life of Archepia. It felt just like I was traveling with someone that I'd never met before. It
It's
was
like how
as
you-
if
it's like she's
she had
traveling with
yet
us.
to pass on and was still alive.
Wow. No one goes through life without leaving their mark behind.
That's right. Writing,
So
drawing,
true.
and taking photographs. It seems like human nature to try and leave records of things. Speaking of taking photographs, when I was helping you to take the photo previously, I did not look through the photos in your photo stone out of courtesy. But I'm also very curious about the story of the Rosy Celestial Maiden. Despite having visited many cities in Amphorius, I still understand nothing about the world beyond the sky. If there is an opportunity... forget it. Let's talk about this in the future. For now, I only hope that you'll be able to complete the trial safely and obtain
I better
Ornix's
be. 'Cause
blessing.
I have other things to do. I don't think there's anything else to do here. Let's go back and talk to Dunham. Alright. Where is it? Go. So, let's see what his thoughts are on us taking on the trial of Arnox. Oh, Finon! Hello, honey boo. Citizens
That's
Assembly.
right. Oh, partner, you're back just in time. This is something that the both of you should probably know.
Some good news or more trouble?
I wouldn't call it trouble. I just think it will be favorable if the both of you understand the situation in Akama better.
Okay. That'd be much appreciated. Given the Council of Elders that was on our heels previously, it seems like they've made their move. Oh, that old woman.
Some background information for you. The Council of Elders is an authoritative body in Amphorius, made up of different city representatives. They hold legislative power over the Holy City, and are in charge of presiding over the Citizens' Assembly held once every few years. This is the most important social event of Akama. It is highly influential, and can even affect what happens to the Flame Chase journey.
So Aglaya doesn't actually call the shots.
Despite her vision and wisdom that spans across thousands of years, even she cannot win over the hearts of everyone.
Yeah, because she's a god. Tell me more about
Every
Citizens
5
Assembly,
to
please.
10 years, the Council of Elders organizes a Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. During the assembly, the representatives will vote on major issues, such as whether the Chrysos heirs led by Aglaya should still hold the right to govern the Holy City, and whether the Titan's conquest should continue.
It sounds like a sort of system to balance the human and mortals. Yeah, pretty much just like a checks and
That is
balance
correct.
system.
However, the problem lies in the fact that there are ill-intentioned extremists in the Council of Elders. They view the Citizens' Assembly as a way to restrain the Chrysos heirs and hope to take complete control over the Flame Chase journey. We can refer to them as the opposition. During the assemblies held in the past 100 years, the voices supporting the opposition have been growing stronger in the shadows. It's only thanks to
un
Aglaya
problema
that the Flame
grande.
Chase journey has been able to continue to this day. The Citizens' Assembly is just around the corner, but this time, there seems to be a new variable to the situation.
That must be an Exagoras. It must be him. Looks like he realizes as well. Yeah, because he
I'm
had
afraid
the
that the
crisis
Council
there.
of Elders might want to take advantage of Professor Anaxa.
Yeah, because he also doesn't believe in the flame chase
Aglaya will
journey
surely take back Cersei's core flame,
and the core flame.
but with Anaxa's current condition,
Yeah.
it's so unique that nobody knows how taking the core flame away from him will affect him.
Yeah, because he
He
might
has
not.
always
He's not
been
gonna live
someone
long.
that is only concerned about his own research. I'm certain that he must want to escape from the monitoring of the Golden Thread and protect himself. If the opposition were to offer an olive branch at this time.
So you're spinning he might betray the flame journey and defect to what the Council of Elders.
Anaxa has never believed in the prophecy, so technically it cannot be considered a betrayal. However, he has taught many Chrysos heirs, and has long been considered an important ally of Akuma. I truly do not wish to see comrades turning on one another.
And especially your teacher, because he taught you while you were at the Grove, so... Yeah, I have a better understanding of the full picture now. Is there anything we can do?
As I believe in his character, I plan to plead with Aglaya and try to buy more time for him. Then, the greatest way in which you can help is for you to know what I am fighting for.
I understand. Thank you for being honest with us. Things are piling up again. Ace and Mem are tied up with Oronox's trial, while I'm preparing to go visit the Grove to uncover clues about the world beyond the sky. Alright, let's take it.
Allow me to apologize for the fact that we always seem to be troubling you. I hope that Oryx will show more benevolence and be more accommodating. I remember that they seemed quite fond of you back in the Abyss.
Yeah.
Go and rest and regain your strength. We'll meet at the Vortex in a few days.
I need some rest in real life too.
Right.
I didn't sleep
You can read
well
this
last
scroll
night.
if you want to
sleep.
find out more about the Council of Elders and the Citizens Assembly.
Hopefully after this 2-hour stream, because I do want to stream for at least 2.5 hours, maybe 3, because I'm hearing that this update is like 8 hours worth of story. That's a lot of story. They wrote a lot. So, democratic politics has always fascinated citizens of the different states of Amphorius. When Akuma was first established, its democracy was limited to a privileged minority. And then, alright, I'm gonna read this amount too. Okay. Alright. Feels like it's just around the corner.
Nervous.
Oh, she says nervous? It's not that soon. There's still a few more days until then.
Nervous, mem.
Just hope that everything goes well. After all, if someone was earned the gaze of an Aeon, you should be able to overcome the trial of a regional god just fine. We also unknowingly got used to sleeping with directly above our heads. Get some rest. Perhaps a new phase of our trailblazing expeditionary forest is about to begin. A few days later at the Vortex of Genesis.
Esteemed one, Oryx's vacant totem awaits. If you have already made your preparations to become a pillar of Amphorius, please, step forward.
Here we go. Oh, baby! Oh, Drian!
Little Gray and Mem, thank you.
You're welcome,
Your
honey.
resolves cannot be questioned. We praise your pure selflessness and courage. May carefully light your path forward.
She better,
Get
because I'm
ready
trying
to
not to
assume
die out here in
Oryx's
these streets.
divinity, Trailblazer.
Go.
The divine position of Oryx has already been vacant for some time. We can feel the space of the trial closing. As there isn't much of their soul left, we'll have to complete the ceremony before their soul completely dissipates.
Let's begin.
The eighth core flame coveted by the miracle that once belonged to the great veil of Evernight, Orynyx. It shall now be returned by the two elected heroes of the Chrysosairs. A traveler who is upright and courageous, and a sacred beast that invokes miracles.
For me, not what, not that.
Both of you, please,
Trying to
come
say,
forward.
Okay then. Like, okay then, honey. All right.
Recite along with us. O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world, we seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy.
I don't think I have gold.
These are just words meant to make the prayer seem more solemn. Please, focus.
Just shut up. In other words.
And surrender the core flame.
Click and hold. God. Hold on a minute, guys.
Orynyx. Their soul has been waiting for a long time.
Perhaps they're also quietly waiting for the arrival of their successor.
Sorry about that, guys. Anyway. Alright, guys, wait for my return. I bet I'm gonna make sure I don't die.
The
as much
last
as
time I
possible.
heard this, things didn't turn out that well.
Well, I have a stellar on in me.
Don't worry,
If it-
Aglaya. He's tougher than I am, right?
You admit that? You secretly have some power. Hi, Orynyx. Be nice to me, please. Let's go.
Traveler from beyond the sky, let us pray that the Titan acknowledges your worthiness.
Although he loves cracking jokes at inopportune times, his determination is as strong as the Chrysosairs. He will definitely succeed. While he's away, I would like to have a chat with you, Aglaya.
Speak. I'm listening.
Well, this is what she ever do. What you talking about? Girl, I'm trying to understand you. What you saying?
Slap, slap!
Wake the frick up.
Wake up! How is it? How do you feel?
You speak what words? How are you able to talk?
Right? I think that it's amazing too. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Baby speaking my
I
words.
have
Let's
such a
go.
cute voice. It must be because of all the memories that I collected. They allowed me to grow beyond expectations.
All right, who's your VA, ma'am? I'm
Also,
probably gonna go check.
listen. The words of the Titan are becoming clearer.
She's calling for her mom.
Have I finally reached the end? Are the years of isolation coming to
not lonely. That's what it sounds like to me.
Next. Oh, how heartbreaking. Ever since the figure draped in the black cloak robbed them of their core flame, they have been relegated to waiting in isolation in such a confined space.
Just
We are
hearing her
going
speak
to
more
help
words now is
alleviate their
just
pain,
wonderful.
right?
Memories. Broken.
Broken memories, huh? Go.
You. It's you. I remember you.
Hi, how are ya? Oh, well, I know you in pain.
Skyfather has gazed upon you.
Yeah, he gazed upon me.
Mother is calling for you.
She's calling for me. Does the Skyfather refer to Fuli? The Aeon of Remembrance? I guess not. The Titan words are distinct. Each syllable emerging from the mist seems to be cloaked in frost, symbolizing memory.
Skyfather has chosen you.
She in pain. She can't speak. Who's your mother? Majestic voice praises the golden mist reaching unseen mountain walls in the distance, reflecting, returning your ears to trace an echo. In the echo, you soon can make out the cry of the baby.
Mother is no longer responding.
She did. We've come to you because of something important.
Something important.
Oh, you can respond to me properly now.
An important matter.
Yeah, we need an answer, please.
Oryx, listen to me. Aren't you tired? Throughout the long years, you have always been protecting the fate of Amphorius. Each time people draw strength from within their memories, every single ripple falls onto your shoulders.
Why?
There's no need for you to bear this any longer, Oryx. From today onwards, someone else will bear time on your behalf. This is why we have come.
Freedom. Freedom.
Yeah, you need some freedom, honey. You trapped. You need freedom.
I want freedom.
That's why we're here.
Oh, poor child. Everything will be
How old are you,
fine.
ma'am?
Let us help you. You can have a good rest now.
Ma'am, how old are you? Speak English, please. Leave it to us. We will bear your burden.
Potential. Strength.
So can I get your power?
Willpower. Powerful. And tenacious.
Yeah, I'm known for that.
But you lack something.
Bruh. What?
Just one thing.
What do I not have?
Lacking something. What is it?
Speak in English for me, please! What I lack?
What you lack is a future.
Oh! Wait. Does this confirm that in the future of this game, the Trailblazer is going to die? Oh, wait. Does it mean that the Trailblazer is going to die? That's crazy. Huh? Wait.
Future?
Am I going to die? Is that what you're telling me? Is the Trailblazer going to die? That is crazy. That is. Oh my God. I am scared.
From the sky. You should have dissipated already.
We should not have
The
lived.
gaze from the Sky Father. Stabilize your form.
What's happening to my body?
Because from the moment you crossed the sky,
What?
your life was cast away.
That's crazy. Huh?
Right now, you are simply a collection of walking memories.
That. Wait.
What?
Huh?
How is that possible?
Yeah, explain to me, please. I'm already dead? Is that what you're saying? I died? Oh, it's getting a bit chilly up in here. Oryx, do not do that, please. Do not do what I think you're going to do.
Collapsing. Someone must inherit the authority.
So because I don't have a future, and I'm apparently walking memory since I came here, I can't inherit Onyx's power.
Will collapse.
Who's
Warriors will succumb to eternal discipline.
Alright, who was supposed to get this power? You haven't explained things clearly.
Never compromises. Never bears grudges.
This is so messed up in the most awful way possible.
Never makes a choice.
Well,
Child of humanity. Titans. Mother. Sky Father.
what?
Time restrains everything that exists in this world.
Oryx's divinity is dissipating? Is the trial coming to an end?
Strider of remembrance. My strength. I shall entrust it to you.
Wait, so you are. Wait.
Fate of the world. If you wish to save it,
You know where I'll find a way to have a future. I will not
go
die.
and find your future that has been stolen.
Oh, somebody stole my.
Even if it means you'll have to cheat death.
Alright, Castress, this is where you come in, honey. I gotta cheat death.
And its shadow
The hand of shadow collapsed. You have to challenge that Death Titan. That means we have to challenge Thanatos. What? Yes, sir. The black screen is gone. Finally, they're using white. Oh shoot! I dropped frames. Oh shit. You're finally awake. I'll keep it simple. You succeeded. Oryx has entrusted you with their divinity. Now you're no different from a demigod of Euphorius, however. Miss told me about what happened at the trial. Still explaining things to the others and told me to bring you back to rest first. So... time must be choking, right? There's something that I've never told you. When we landed on Euphorius, our car was pierced by Nicador's lance. Do you remember? Back in the Ruins of the Abyss, this is what I said. We passed out when our car got hit. I blacked out too, but not before dragging you out. It's a good thing we were in the car or you would have been crushed to pieces. Actually, my account kind of made light of the situation. What actually happened was much more complicated. We were severely injured back then, with several wounds still bleeding profusely. I struggled to carry out and used laughed my strength to stem the bleeding. Then, I was also hit by a falling rock. I lost my consciousness. Last time I checked, you still weren't breathing. When I regained consciousness, I saw that you were alive and full of energy. Someone brought this up. Okay, so somebody helped me cheat death. Who did that? I'm not sure whether the gaze of Fuli has anything to do with this matter, but according to the Titan, you are living in the form of a memory right now, just like those objects of the past and the miracles of our days. Perhaps Mem is the anchor rope that ties you to the present. I'd assume they couldn't stray too far from you, but the truth might be the exact opposite. Alright, what do we do? It's not time for this dust to despair yet. There must be a way to save you. Ornox mentioned finding your stolen future and cheating death. Considering Mighty's indestructible body, it seems to suggest that there's some kind of miraculous power and force that can even reverse death. The key seems to lie with the hand of Shadow, whose whereabouts are unknown.
Are you alright? I heard you two talking about Thanatos. Cass is also very concerned about the warning.
Now Mem can fully speak.
She has left the vortex and returned to the garden. Shall we go and look for her? Thanatos is the Titan that Cass has always been looking for.
Yeah, she has been.
Regardless of whether there are any clues, there's probably no one else that understands death better than her.
That's true. Let's go then.
Oh, right. There's something that I have to tell you. The Chrysosairs already know everything that has happened to you.
Yeah, they should.
I was too worried, so I told them everything. Please don't hate me, okay?
Oh, you had to do what you had to do, man. People were worried about my well-being. So we have... Okay, let's just teleport back to the garden.
Mister, I'm right here. Please stay there and slowly turn around.
Yeah. Yep. He's testing us now. Remembering the near-death experience, stay on guard. Okay.
Please pardon me.
Oh, thank God. Yo! Oh my God, Castrus is such a sweetheart. Yo, I gotta take a screenshot of this. This is cute right here. These are the cute moments I live for. Come on now. Thank you. Oh.
Just as I expected. I cannot feel anything.
Castrus, you're
Back
shaking.
at the grove, I was puzzled as to why you were not affected by my curse.
As we
I
are
thought that it
walking
might have
memories.
been the special ability of a traveler from beyond the sky. Never did I expect that this would be the true reason.
I really did.
I'm sorry. I should have noticed that something was amiss earlier.
She's such a
Mister,
sweetheart.
if my abrupt behavior just now offended you, I hope that you can forgive me.
Yeah, I will.
I'm just thinking, if your soul has really left your body, as a mortician, I might be able to trace where it has gone to.
Did you get through? Or
Cass, did you find anything?
My apologies. Not as of yet. Perhaps I have overestimated my capabilities.
Oh.
But, Mister, would you be willing to let me try again? This time, I'll increase the area of contact slightly.
I think we should
Perhaps
just go
the
back to
result
where we
might be
crashed
different
and
this time.
then try. Oh no, I'm losing frames. But here's the part. Let me see. What's my output? Let's see if that does better. Because I did put it down to 6K bitrate because I don't think... Yeah, it should be dropping, not going over. Alright,
I
let's try
have
again.
never touched the living in this way before. If my actions are in any way disrespectful, I hope that you can forgive me.
I won't judge you. Your shivers calm
Yes.
Did you discover
I
something?
seem to have caught a glimpse of something. Your soul is currently roaming someplace and cannot find a way to escape.
Really now.
But perhaps it might not be a bad thing. If your soul is still wandering around, it means that we still have time. We have a
Okay.
chance to find it before the fingers of Thanatos sweep everything away.
Ooh.
Clues. Just a few more. I need more guidance. Ah. The connection has been severed. With my strength, I'm not able to trace it.
I think we need to go to
It
that.
was me. I was a little too hasty. Don't worry, mister. Although we currently have no leads, I will do my best to search for the whereabouts of Thanatos, bring back their core flame, and personally return to you the life that you have lost too soon. I know that I'm lacking in confidence, but I hope that you can keep this promise of mine in mind. Before I manage to deliver on this promise, please do your best to hang on.
I absolutely will.
Amphorius needs you.
I know. I'll do my best.
Lady Aglaya and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the paths. They're worried about you too. If possible, please go there and let them know that you're well. Although,
Well,
I don't actually know whether your current situation can be described as well.
yeah, that's not a good description. I'm like,
Also,
okay.
please accept this Styxian fable. Reading can help one to focus and relax. I hope that reading this can help tide you through this difficult period.
She's such a sweetheart. I love her. Alright, so let's head to the baths and talk to Aglaya.
They're here.
That partner! Hyacinth said you definitely wake up. How do you feel?
So, the entire world knows
I
about...
beg you! Please forgive me!
Alright, ma'am.
You've completed the trial of time. And I have to admit that the process went better than I expected. Even in the end, that Titan's heart still showed a soft spot for humankind. However, I never expected that. Two people who have cheated death would appear in Akima at the same time.
That's what we have been talking about. Mighty has been in Akima for such a long time, but has no one thought to study his indestructible body? If there were even any minor breakthroughs, we wouldn't be as clueless as we are right now.
Well, we're
Many
here, so let's
have had
live.
this idea, but so far there have been no results. If it were successful, Thanatos wouldn't have disappeared without a trace. Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At the very least, we can still see a glimmer of hope.
Let's get it.
Cypher. If anyone in this world knows the whereabouts of death, it would be her.
Time for a new character
I'll try
that
and
we've
get her to
heard
return
in
to
the
but
last
do be prepared for
special
a less
program.
than ideal outcome.
Not special program, but
Please
keeping up with Star
understand
Rail
that throughout the history of
for
Emporius,
Castrus.
no one has ever managed to escape the clutches of death. At the end of time, Thanatos silently awaits all.
Thank you for your help.
It is my duty. We too require you to bear the divine position of time. But before that, just...
What's wrong, Aglaya?
Omens always come in pairs. A tiny air current will eventually brew into a storm that tears the sky apart. It's Anaxagoras. He has initiated contact with the Council of Elders.
In
No.
the end, it has still come down to this.
I earnestly hope that your assessment of him is accurate, Finan. Otherwise, the efforts of my teacher and I of the past millennium might be reduced to dust because of that great performer.
Oh, we gotta play him.
I'm back here again. I
Get to hear my
remember
big.
this
I
dream.
get to hear him again.
This realm is covered in a silk-like fog, and the land is barren and harsh. The crowd of travelers leaves tracks everywhere.
Hey! Excuse me! What is this place? Where in Emporius are we?
It's a weird voice.
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend. Or perhaps they're just distracted and ignored my question.
Tell me, which Titan reigns over this land? And how do I find
That's an interesting way to respond to such a question.
Hand of Shadow.
Thanatos.
Hand of Shadow Thanatos.
Yep. Where
Could
and I
this
think land
possibly be
is.
the Netherrealm?
Yep.
Not
Netherrealm?
Netherrealm.
Okay.
Then where is this? River of Souls? The outskirts of the Netherrealm? Are you heading downstream toward the Netherrealm?
The Netherrealm. Nothing but an illusion.
And I. Ooh.
Titan rejects you, me.
But not Castrus, huh?
Listen.
You need Castrus and Exagoras.
What? The traveler lifts their wrinkled fingers and remains silent. I look in the direction they are pointing and listen closely. There. A massive shadow brought the sound of rushing tides. The sound of tides. I can hear it. I hear it, deep within the tides, beyond the closed gates of the void world. A voice, about to recount something.
Child of humanity. Is it death's embrace you yearn for with such urgency? Oh, you have awoken. Welcome back to the mortal realm.
She's like, hey,
Your
you sleeping?
consciousness is dissipating much faster than I expected. Ultimately, it seems like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with a mortal body.
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
How many hours?
In my estimation, at best, you'll see 15 more entry hours.
15 days and nights.
What is it? Are you finally starting to become attached to the mortal world now?
Wow. Reason being a little...
On the contrary,
playful.
15 days feels
Playful.
a little too long for solving a singular problem.
Oh, he being cocky now. He can solve it in literally a day,
Stop giggling. It's time for us to go. The messenger from the Council of Elders is almost here.
Let me ask you one more question. Are you really planning to betray Aglaya's will?
He is.
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal to her to begin with?
What about that white-haired student of yours? Acting so recklessly, do you not care about what might happen to him?
There will be a price to pay for blind faith. This is also a lesson for Finan.
He had a little smile.
You truly are a strict teacher.
Now that you granted me life.
Of course. This is how I've always been.
So we can temporarily add...
You're better off believing in me than believing in prophecies.
That's what he says to Trivy. Wow. Well... Look at him. Ooh.
All things are connected by origin and are made of the same essence.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord Enexagoras. It's been a while, Lord Enexagoras.
At least he says your name. You better give him respect.
I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Akima and express my deepest regret about what happened at the Grove of Epiphany.
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
By carefully into Lenten above, I have come as a testament to the justice of the Council of Elders.
I don't really know.
There are Antikytherans here? They have been a rare sight ever since the Chrysos War.
I extend to you my utmost respect, revered Titan. I am Lycurgus, though you may call me Lygus, holding an honorary position within the Council of Elders in Akima, and as the Theoros, I stand to protect the right of all upright citizens to express themselves freely.
You can see them too?
You know about us. We Antikytherans perceive the world through the amplitude and frequency of souls. Just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar, if necessary, Lord Enexagoras, I can sever the golden thread to protect your fundamental rights.
Oh, shit, Aglaya.
The
You're not
demigod
sneaky
should
enough.
know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threats, and just let her listen to my words.
Wow,
They
I
shall
don't give a
serve
damn.
only
She can
to
listen in
unveil
and feel it and hear it.
May I
That's
interpret this
crazy.
as you having a countermeasure?
That's crazy.
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty espionage. As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to capture the core flame within me will only usher chaos and calamity.
A truth she undoubtedly
Come on,
comprehends.
internet, do not do this to me, please.
While I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's Citizens' Assembly, have long known the extent of your abilities. Let's forego the formality of asserting authority, Lord Lygus. Lead the way.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate such assertiveness in an ally.
Jesus. I have good connection. What's going on with my internet?
She's been waiting. Follow me, please.
Get back up there, you internet. 1 hour in and my internet connection issues are surging. Let's see if this does better, because I'm gonna have to lower the quality, maybe. It sucks. Literally in the best place to get internet, and then my thing goes to kaput.
Is there something on your mind, Lord Anaxagoras?
Nothing really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud. For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
Ah, a pondering truly deep. Time is on our side. Do you mind sharing your reflections with me?
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly along this long path.
Are you suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed?
Yes. For dying implies an ongoing process, an action. Whereas death signifies a static state, a definitive termination. In contrast to mortals, Titans exist on a grander scale of space and time, thus elongating their passage into death. The notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born of mortal ignorance.
Ah, an intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. After all, Kefali has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Arasa, while scholars and priests alike have conveyed the message of the gods' imminent fall.
Perhaps the gods, in their arrogance, deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives to mortals.
Could you elaborate on your statement?
Circes, the kin of the Sky Father as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain. Were I to inquire, Kefali would have no cause to refuse.
Oh.
That very well could be true. But what if the world-bearing Titan still chooses to remain silent?
In that case, the myths crafted by the people of Amphorius are nothing more than pitiful jests.
It's worth a try. I believe, and I'd love to witness the fruits of your theory and the change it may bring to this imperiled world. Because I completely concur with you on this aspect. If the Titan has indeed met their end, any response from them would be impossible.
Ooh. Chinese.
Please, Professor.
Wow.
The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle.
Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the Memorial Palace, with entry permitted only to the invited. Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we even have the honor to be in the presence of a Titan. Oh, what a joyous occasion.
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine, shouldn't it?
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. A soldier will be here to guide you shortly.
Okay then.
In the meanwhile, you're welcome to explore the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view. Delaying the crucial meeting is something none of us wish to see, I presume.
Yeah.
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods. There's no need to emphasize that.
As you wish. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Alas, I had hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out you just left one cage to enter another.
Dang, Cersei's.
Save your concerns. I know very well what I'm doing.
A great performer has planned something.
I shall depart to explore the surroundings then. Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals bearing my portrait around here. I'm quite intrigued to see how the children of humanity beyond the grove perceive another Titan.
Off you go. I won't be joining you. This Titan appears to be quite at ease. I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent activities first.
Be aware, I can hear you perfectly well from here.
That's funny. He's like, I can still read your mind. I can still read your mind, you know. So, goddammit, I know.
Go melt it down.
But good God, this is another area to explore. Ooh. Just a little. Alright, let's hear from other people what they have to say.
Professor Anaxa! Over here!
Okay. Hello.
Professor Anaxa? Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide. To find you here safe and sound, thank the Fates.
You could say it's the Fates toying with us.
It's only the Kremnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But your survival is a victory in itself. I'd settle for that gladly. So, are you here to report the incident to the Council? I heard that after the Black Tide devoured the Grove, Akama would be next in line. Even with the demigod of stripes standing alongside humankind.
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Cersei's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone. Yet, when
when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Akama, with the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and her adherents. They might well make their move at the upcoming Citizens' Assembly.
Okay.
No surprises there.
And everything that happens, they change their tune.
Thank you for your honesty, virtuous student.
Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom.
Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself? I've had enough of your prattling.
Nah, that's crazy to say.
I was really curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, so I came to listen in. But it seems as though this kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya.
That is true.
If so,
kindness
why
is
do
more
you want to
ruthless than
work
Aglaya.
with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours, just because you feel like death is fast approaching?
Dang, kindness.
I'm afraid you'll be
Cersei?
sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think.
Cersei's has some words.
Go melt it down.
Any other chests near here? Living Flame of Georius. Alright, I'll come back to that another time. Let's go across.
Even blasphemous scholars can come here, it seems.
Damn. Okay, honey.
Anaxagoras, I thought that you had died to the Black Tide, just like the other scholars.
Well, I'm here.
As Kephale's priest, are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
Surely you jest. You blasphemous heretics are not worthy of respect from the Supreme Being.
Wow.
Let me remind you that you're currently in Dawn Cloud, so you'd better keep your deranged language to yourself. I am no longer that altar servant from years ago, who could only acquiesce to the commands of others. Now, I have plenty of ways to deal with people like you.
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry right now. I can't believe that a follower such as you could have been made by a creation titan.
Dang!
As I see it, a dead titan can't provide you with this level of confidence, right? Then who is it exactly? Could it be kindness?
You. Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is, I shall let that slide for now. Leave immediately, and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being's blessings.
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that kindness is indeed quite sincere toward us. Perhaps this affair will proceed smoother than I had anticipated.
Oh my, what a thrilling confrontation. As expected of one of Kephale's followers.
Are you praising or insulting him?
Praising him, of course. As a believer of the God of Deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil.
Didn't you hear me? I asked you to leave. Go as far away from here as possible. Don't mutter to yourself like some sort of madman and disturb my meditation.
I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
He's like, can I die now? Oh my god. Yo, people here on Emphorius are
I
just
suppose I can just
absolutely
ignore
either
this.
kind to each other, neutral about things, or just absolute disrespectful as hell.
Oh, my.
Every plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Circe's.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead. Their wisdom was portrayed as fruit to symbolize how they shared their knowledge equally among the masses. Such exquisiteness indeed.
This mural is quite abstract.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Of course I find such stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then?
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
Therefore, it seems that your journey to Dawnfloud this time is not just to seek protection. What, then, is the intention behind your actions?
The entire plan is stored in my memory, so why don't you look there?
Then don't mind if I do. 1 year old, 2 years old. Oh my! Even a member of the preeminent Seven Sages must hug his Droma stall to sleep? How interesting.
That's enough.
Wow.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows, right?
Since our days are both numbered, I don't mind telling you more about it.
Okay.
This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
So there are other members in your family, eh? Are they also living in Akama?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories.
Wow, he mad.
It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere. I can't bear to look.
Circe's. Oh my
When
god,
I was
my
young,
internet.
I couldn't accept this outcome
Get back
either.
up there.
Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every titan that I could think of for help, my efforts were ultimately futile.
This...
Pause the stream.
Could this be the inception of your research into alchemy?
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of Thelesis' theory as well.
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one to come up with the concept of souls, right?
Not only that, he also believed that life, as well as the composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all stem from souls themselves. This is why I thought that... Since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
Yeah, that's real.
Anaxa, you... I did it, teacher. But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre.
Wow, he went beyond.
Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the Seven Sages.
Oh shoot, he did something so blasphemous he had to say, all right, now
Calm
you
down,
got to.
teacher. My sister,
She dead.
she's still not in the mortal realm, even to this day.
She dead. Unfortunately.
What do you mean?
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip by merely sacrificing one eye. Equivalent exchange. All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one final time.
Oh, damn.
Nothing more.
That's it.
Let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop it. Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased, and never harm yourself. If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your own life.
His teacher just didn't want him to.
Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no
do
other
any stuff that would
desires.
get him and Anaxa killed.
You're right,
God
teacher.
damn.
It's time for me to start a new life.
I am sincerely glad for you, child.
No, hold on.
Now then, what topic would you like to study?
I wish to continue Thelesis' research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject, your efforts will likely be futile.
No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our understanding of the souls is but the tip of the iceberg. I may have lost an eye, but my view of the world has become clearer than ever. I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this
That was
farcical
guys. Had a
world
very fun
upside
distraction.
Who would have thought such a secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours?
Wow. Alright, Cersei, be respectful
However,
now.
this story doesn't seem to be connected to your plan. In fact, I'd say that they aren't related at all.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me.
Wow.
After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold on to it.
Dang it, exactly.
My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret.
Oh yeah, true.
After
Seriously,
all,
what's your secret, girl?
This is what equivalent exchange means.
Right.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into.
Well, don't want.
Unfortunately, even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know more about it than you do.
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of wisdom? Your followers are going to be sorely disappointed by this.
Child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all.
Now I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer your random, nonsensical questions.
She is just incredible.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes, onlookers see most clearly.
Yeah, sometimes onlookers are the ones who know the full truth.
Is that so?
You never know.
Lord Anaxa. I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught in a delirium of reflective thought.
Why did this be
I'm
like,
sorry
alright,
to
who are you
interrupt you,
talking
but
to,
time is
dude?
of the essence.
Who are you talking to?
I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival, so please depart forthwith.
Alright, here we go.
It's finally time.
Time to see what you're gonna say, Anaxa. I am going to be
Carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who bears the world. If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
That's a good question to ask carefully, because I don't know.
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold grudges against that Lady Goldweaver.
Isn't that the Dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Your nickname is Dromas as well? You must really like those creatures.
Literally. The fact that he's nicknamed the Dromas. That name, that's... And Dromas are so cute.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
True.
Yet
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead. I'll take my leave for now.
Okay.
Welcome to the Demigod Council, esteemed guests.
There's an old woman
Lord
who I secretly hate.
Oh, I've heard so much about you. Head of the Nusporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame, a survivor of the Grove calamity. Did I miss anything? Well, if so, please be so kind as to enlighten me.
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself again.
You miss great performer.
But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed. And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts.
People have been
Instead,
talking
I met with
mad
intense
talk behind his name.
Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servants to lie in wait in the shadows. Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Wow.
Everyone, stand down.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage and gumption are worthy of the reputation of the Seven Sages. Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our perilous endeavor.
So, you wish to start a war?
Yep, pretty much.
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind. Conflict is inevitable.
Oh boy, here we go.
Since Aglaya endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle the citizens of Akama are so entitled to. As to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, well, to that I can only say this. Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses. And since you, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation, you have indeed given us a glimmer of hope.
Pretty much her trump card.
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
I don't deny it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heirs.
Wasn't he
But
never
now
on
that
there,
you're
Sam?
an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles. Yet, it seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal for ideas to have supporters and dissenters. Just like how there are two types of people in this world. Geniuses and dimwits.
Wow.
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. And yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions. This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall also become the most important, as well as the final turning point in Akama's history. May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Erechrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
She wants to not have...
Oh my, 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise. Could such a coincidence truly exist?
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
What strong conviction you have, as expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly.
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains.
Yeah, she doesn't have much
Surely you're not
humanity left.
asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this includes the guards as well. You're well aware how valuable Cersei's core flame will be in the era crisis that you are desperately pursuing. Talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well.
True. You talk that talk, but when you walk in, honey.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak plainly to each other. Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice like true philosophers, with our words and wisdom.
Alright, here we go. Let's begin then. Alright, so
Continuing from the earlier topic, let us discuss our common enemy, Aglaya. She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent indeed. Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed. Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you just trying to pull the wool over our eyes and aid her in her savagery?
We just need Vassos who will do our bidding.
If Aglaya required a suitably intelligent Chrysos heir, then I'm the best fit for her needs. However, it's quite evident that she has no need for a Chrysos heir who could break free of her control at any time. Since I believe in neither Titans nor the prophecy, there's no way that I would willingly walk on the path that she extols. Given how rigorously she enforces her principles, how would she ever accept a heretic such as me?
I understand what you mean. At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen. However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude.
Oh, I wonder
the
why.
peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. The city will be burned to ashes, and the citizens' blood will be shed. Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of our fine city?
Wow. Guarding my support is equivalent to guarding this for
Although the circumstances are rather unfortunate from an objective point of view, it is an undeniable fact that ever since the Grove was attacked, I have become the de facto leader of the Grove. The Council of Elders needs more backing if it wishes to topple Aglaya, and it's evident that the Academy wields considerable influence.
Yeah, it does. Knowledge,
At the very
scholars
least,
do also
I have
influence
served as the
government
Grove's special
officials and
envoy to
their
Akama
advisors,
for a
so-
significant amount of time. Of
and the
course,
advice the government
this
gets when
also
decisions
means
made.
that I
So.
will hold a crucial
If
vote
you have,
at
for
the
example,
citizens'
in my
assembly.
country, the university.
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thoughts. At this stage, it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation of sincerity.
Really now. I don't believe you, honey.
The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akaba that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you now betray Aglaya when it suits you.
Absurd.
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a form of betrayal.
Yeah, the fact that you're here? Yeah, the fact that Anaxa is here is just not in Aglaya's, liking. So he's already started the process. And he started from even way back. So, kindness, I don't know why you asked that question. That question is irrelevant. Yeah, your question was irrelevant.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. However, I am afraid that I must interrupt for a brief moment.
Oh, why?
As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Goldweaver, is currently on her way to Dawncloud.
Shoot! Oh, she said I am.
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a slight
she's like, oh,
overabundance
I
of
am not
guests
having
today.
this. I am going up there to
Feeling
talk to
dissatisfied,
you.
Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heirs.
Wow.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing this game than I. In any case, I'm glad that she's arriving here. So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over, what should I do?
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending her. However,
y'all offended her
by
during
doing
that conversation to
the
me.
authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood.
Yeah.
Not only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch, but
You
the
will not be able
Council
to
will
access
also lose
Cersei's
possession of a valuable core flame.
Yeah, you will not get recent core flame, so.
More like 2 core flames. After all,
Yeah, you could get.
at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Oh, Castress!
Oh? How can you be sure of that?
Yeah, because she is with the Chrysos heirs.
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat. If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow.
Yeah, she will. And
If
make
that
y'all look
happens,
stupid.
The discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke instead.
Yeah, will absolutely
Is
be a
this
waste
the
of
outcome
time.
that you wish to see, Lady Kindness?
I don't think so.
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately. But you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time. Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the true nature of souls.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare talents.
We shall see then.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this confrontation between Aglaya and Titus again.
I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm after.
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
True. She needs to know.
Easy there. You'll learn the answers soon enough. I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches over everything.
Like us himself.
An expected visitor. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali. I have no reason to refuse you, do I?
You may not, but Kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akama. She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust.
Yeah.
I would say that debate was not at all pointless.
Very true.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan. Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the World-Bearer.
Okay,
How
my internet is being
convenient it is to
very
be able
dumb
to
right
hear
now.
what
I
they
hate it,
say.
y'all.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person.
Just in case.
Please, go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey. Oh, a bygone myth tells of an occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the Holy Mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Alright. I've been losing a lot of frames.
Titan
in this stream. Normally I don't lose a lot of frames while I'm in this room streaming. I think it's because my bitrate is higher than it normally is, which I normally set it anyway, which is a mistake on my part, so I need to fix that next time I stream. Hopefully next time I stream I won't have this issue. I'll make sure it's set at a specific bitrate and doesn't go over it as it is right now, because it's way over the bitrate. And if I put it at the bitrate that it is now, I have a feeling it's going to be even worse for my stream. I guess you know the fact that I can go ahead of you faster and hurry up and speed the freak up. Ooh, chest. Oh, let me get there real quick. God dang it!
Go on ahead. Take this Yanis shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you at its end.
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything. Not even my motive.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. As the saying goes, a gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I have a feeling that your theory will be validated at the end of this journey. I believe Kefali will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death. You must be closer to Kefali than anyone else. Wouldn't you agree?
I hope things go as you say, then.
Putting a child of justice
laugh
into a
sounds so
farcical
villainous,
world
you
is
don't know.
bound to turn it upside down. It is my hope that you bring a much-needed change to this world which is on the brink of destruction.
Alright.
I
suppose I can just ignore this.
I think I'm gonna take a pause right there, because I've gone pretty far. It's almost 2 hours worth of content. So I've gone through a lot, and oh my god. I love Anaxagoras, and I love the VA of Anaxagoras, who is, in fact, for those who don't know, the voice actor for Wise in Zenless Zone Zero, Stephen Fu. So, Stephen, you're putting your all in this in Anaxagoras. It's showing, man. Oh my god. I love this character. I will pull for Anaxagoras. I will. Anaxagoras will be mine. He is needed. In fact, if I'm supposed to ever
All
launch back,
things are connected by origin.
if I'm
and are
supposed to
made
ever like start
the
back up my
same
European account,
essence.
I will pull Anaxagoras. I'll skip Castris, but I'll pull in Anaxagoras. Because then I'll be able to manage better. Anaxagoras, and I have Silver Wolf on that. So that means on one party I can still use Silver Wolf, but I'll have another party with Anaxagoras. So
All things are connected by origin and are made the same essence.
and hopefully my luck on that account will be better. On that patch, I doubt if I join the game right now I'll pull Castris on that account. But yeah, I'm going to take my time and sort out my issues so that when I stream probably next week, because I've been so busy, I won't be available tomorrow. Tomorrow I have driving lessons and I'm going down to the country to go say happy birthday to my grandpa. Sunday I'm in film production mode for my last day. And then next week I'm gonna try stream, but also I have a lot of video editing. I have to do the first official edit for the film. And yep, there goes my internet.
All things are connected by origin.
Well, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Bye, guys. Oh, Bronx screen. God dang it. I'm so rusty, bro. Oh, I will get better at streaming, I swear. Oh.